I like to describe them as modern day Leonard Skinner.
Okay, ooh, that's a tall order, sir.
And Skinner's one of my favorite bands too, but what they're putting out, it's good music. Like,
Okay, hey,
they were in, I think, Yellowstone for a few seasons, but like way back before Yellowstone was like getting really big now.
yeah. Yo, Longhairs, welcome back to another episode of The Main Cave. I'm your host, El Sicario.
I'm El Travieso. Great to be here.
It's great to be here. Any day with long hair is a good day. And, today we're going to talk about our favorite past and present long hairs in the country music and Americana genres. I'm a man of many tastes of music.
As am I.
And, I'm mainly kind of a metalhead, but I do love me some country, and I definitely love me some Americana.
Yeah, some folk music. That's what gets.
Yeah, you got to get the folk in there, man. It's all about being a cultured, long-haired man. So we picked out some of our favorite artists. Obviously, some do have long hair. Some have had long hair. But, long hair is forever. Long hair lives in the heart. So, they're on the list. All right, so opening up, what do you got, dude?
You want me to go first?
You go first.
Well, I don't want to say. You know what? I'm gonna go with one of my favorite new guys. He's been touring with a guy named Zach Bryan. You may know him. He's the piano player for his main band, and he's been kind of doing a solo thing lately. He just released a new EP called "Raging in the Dark." His name is J.R. Carroll.
Okay.
He's an Okie boy. He has a few really, really good songs that I've been interested in. I've been following him for about a year now, and he needs to be watched after. He's gonna be on the come up.
Yeah, he's kind of like breaking out right now, right?
Yeah, his style is very similar to Zach Bryan's, but
Okay. Cool.
I like it because his voice, I don't want to say it's more unique, but it almost has a little bit more of like a southern twang, where Zach Bryan it's a different sound, it's a little bit more cut. I don't want to say northern, just Jared Carroll has a very distinct voice, and I think it's going to carry him far in the Americana folk scene.
Okay.
Getting here into 2023.
Right on, man. Yeah. I'm going to go with a very obvious one. Honestly, one of my hair and beard idols, of course, Chris Stapleton, dude. I mean, the man is just a mountain of hair.
Oh, dude, what's your favorite album, man, actually?
Well, he's got a lot of good stuff out there, dude. I don't want to be a bandwagoner, but Traveler, man, it's undeniable.
My truck has a CD player in it, and I don't always have Wi-Fi when I'm out camping in the mountains and stuff. And I figured I need to get a CD, so when I don't have service, I picked up Traveler.
Yeah, I mean,
it's honestly, in terms of the retroactive kind of old style country music.
Yes,
it's one of my favorite albums of all time.
Yeah, right on.
You can't go wrong with Traveler.
You can't go wrong. I mean,
no, it's
one of the top albums for a reason. I mean, I don't want to be a hipster and hate it just because it's that good,
dude.
Yeah, but yeah, dude. I mean, if you look at the guy, I mean, man, this dude is just buckets of hair.
You're a tomorrow, Chris Stapleton.
Yeah, well, that's a compliment.
Heck yeah.
What do you got, dude? Hit me one.
Let's go. I'm gonna go with the guy I was named after, Travis Tritt.
Okay.
Growing up, he was a quarter. Call somebody who cares. He I don't want to say revitalized, but he did a lot of work for guys with long hair, almost making it kind of cool in the early 2000s, late 90s. Travis Tritt, he's a staple in your boot stomping 90s country music. So
okay,
I feel like it'd be a disservice to leave him out.
Right on. Okay, I'm gonna go with a younger dude.
Okay.
Colter Wall.
Yeah.
He's currently a short hair, unfortunately, but look him up. There's some long hair in there, man.
Back in the day, back when
back in the day, like a couple years ago. But
dude,
yeah.
that's as back in the day as it goes.
Yeah, for sure. Especially when you're younger, dude. But
yeah,
man. I mean, the dude. Oh my God, his voice is just, so just penetrating, man. Especially on his self-titled album. That's kind of like when I started listening to him, and but then I've obviously just grown to appreciate the other stuff he's done.
No, of course.
But yeah, dude. I mean, Colter Wall is just. I don't think I've ever heard, spoken to someone about Colter Wall. They're like, nah, that's not for me. It's like
no, it's if people are gonna hate on country music, and then they'll hear something by this guy, and they'll be like, whoa, this guy sounds sweet, and then they'll see a picture of him, and they'll be like, no way that voice came into that little Canadian guy.
Yeah.
I'm more of a Western Swing and Waltz's guy, his newer album.
Yeah.
And I like, even just outside of his music, the stuff he does, I don't know, maybe you guys are Colter Wall followers. We were checking out his Instagram pretty recently, and one of his local friends was a rodeo guy. He was a cowboy and ended up getting in a big wreck and breaking his back. And
Yeah, dude.
he was donating like all of his proceeds from there on out, from his Western Swing and Waltz's album sales to help that guy rehabilitate. So
Yeah, man, that's love, dude. That's love for the homie. That is a very, very honorable thing to do. And honestly, it was very telling of his character, as because of course, especially with this kind of, with this type of music, like some of these artists, there's like this mythos built around them, and then sometimes you find out they're not actually that great of a dude.
Yeah.
But I feel like him reaching out, kind of like making himself very transparent and just saying like, hey, dude, he even says in that Instagram video,
he's like, yeah, I don't do this.
I don't really
You could tell it
open
was
up,
like, it was like hurting him to like,
you
talk,
could feel the
dude.
pain in his voice of like, man, he just loves that guy, his friend, so much that he wants to donate all the revenue from those songs.
Of course.
So yeah, man, especially after seeing that, I'm like, I already liked him as an artist, but now I like him as a person.
Yeah. And that's when you can really get behind somebody and follow their work no matter what they do, is when you really believe in them, not just what they're singing.
Right on.
That was kind of the case with me and Zach Bryan. I know he doesn't really have super long hair. He's always been like a clean cut military style kind of guy.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
hey man, if you're listening,
yeah, he's still kind of fresh out the Navy, so we just let's let it happen.
Hey, we'll let it simmer. Go on and marinate.
Zach, if you're watching this, which let's be real, you're probably not, but I just believe, Zach, let the hair grow out, dude. Just do it, bro.
You can keep shaving the sides and get a nice mullet.
Yeah, you gotta get the mullet. Hey, dude, that's all. Just join us. Join the dark side.
Yes.
What you got for me, dude?
You know what? While we're on the topic of Zach, we'll go Charles Wesley Godwin. He's kind of in that, like, I don't want to say awkward phase. It's definitely a little bit longer. You consider him a long hair. I feel like I would. All of his concerts, he's wearing like a bandana or a head wrap. He's a Pittsburgh guy. Well, actually, no, excuse me. He's a West Virginia guy, but his band, the Allegheny High, a lot of those guys come from Pittsburgh. The music they're making, they're actually recording their third studio album right now. I don't know if you're a really big CWG guy, but his 2 studio albums that he has out right now are some of my favorites to listen to. He's a little bit less known, I think last time I checked on Spotify, he's under 1 million listeners a month, but again, another one of those guys where their voice is just so unique that it's a little hard to escape it. And another thing that kind of sets him apart is his writing style. He's much more of a storyteller rather than, I don't know, I don't want to throw a shade, but your typical country giants.
Hey, whatever, man.
I don't want to throw shade.
We don't throw shade here on Man Cave.
But this guy's writing his own stuff and he's performing it well. And that's something that you don't typically see. And that's my spiel about Charles Wesley Godwin and why you guys need to go listen to him if you don't know who he is.
Right on. Okay, my next one.
Yeah.
Formerly a long hair. I believe he is currently a short hair, but I'm, waiting in the wings for the hair to come back.
Yeah.
Mr. Tyler Childers.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. There's been a lot of talk about him lately. I know he just came out with his new more of experimental album, Can I Take My Hounds to Heaven? And I know he's been getting sober over the past couple of years and just becoming more clean cut. You can just see when he's performing now, he has like a glow to himself.
More clarity.
Yeah.
More present,
His voice, I've heard people say it's not, not as soulful, for lack of a better term, but I think it's almost better for me to see somebody who's actually enjoying their life now, and being happy without the need of a substance around. And his Can I Take My Hounds to Heaven album's definitely been growing on me. At first I was like, I don't know, this is kind of weird, man. This is like definitely kind of gospel-ish.
Mm-hmm.
But after listening to it more, it's like it's genuinely good music, and it's definitely going to be one of those albums that'll grow over time.
For sure.
What's your favorite Childers album?
Well,
being Colter Wall guy?
Yeah. No, I'm going to have to go with Long Violent History.
Yeah.
I think that was like the first fiddle album.
Yeah, very just
I've
instrumental.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I do appreciate the country, folk, and Americana.
I don't know. Does he play the fiddle on that, or is that somebody else?
Yeah, he took I think it was like a year to learn how to play something like that. 2 years, something like that. I know people are furiously typing. No, it wasn't a year. It's like whatever, man. I listened to it. I loved it. That's
Yeah.
He actually did a protest song in there. Yep. I thought that was pretty dope. Especially that's not as far as like my experience, it's not a genre that typically has.
Yes, especially like your typical country.
I wouldn't say that album's necessarily country, but
no, not at all.
We don't have to get into the semantics here,
No, of course not.
But yeah, so it was just interesting. It was different, at least for me.
Yeah, every time he's coming out with an album, it's doing something new and innovative, and you don't see that.
Yeah, at least innovative within their own body of work. And I thought it was great, man. It showed variety. It showed hey, this is something different. And I really appreciated it.
I love Purgatory.
Yeah, of course.
How to get that in there? Who doesn't love Purgatory?
Who doesn't love Purgatory?
One of the best, Americana style albums I think ever.
For sure.
My last guy, I think I'm gonna go. I don't know if he's currently at super long hair. I know it used to be. It's kind of been in that mid length. It's Whiskey Myers, but more specifically Cody Cannon. He's the lead singer from Whiskey Myers.
Okay.
They're more of like a southern rock style band.
Right on. Love me some southern.
I like to describe them as modern day Lynyrd Skynyrd.
Okay, ooh, that's a tall order, sir.
Dude, Skinner's one of my favorite bands too, but what they're putting out, it's good music. Like,
okay, hey,
they were in, I think, Yellowstone for a few seasons, but like way back before Yellowstone was like getting really big now.
Yeah.
Their albums are just insanely good. Their band is great. Cody Cannon has an amazing voice. He can rip out a harmonica riff if he needs to.
All right, dude.
It's great stuff. Even their new album, Tornillo. I'll say Tornillo. Tornillo. Yeah. From Tornillo all the way back to Firewater, it's a great discography, and Whiskey Myers is definitely one of my favorite bands, and Cody Cannon just so happens to be a moderately long hair. If you want to grow it out more, I wouldn't be mad at it.
All right. Okay.
What about you? You gonna say, oh, you looking at Towns, dude?
I had to pull up my guy, Towns Van Zandt.
Dude,
I'm not gonna front and say like, oh my God, I am the most devout Towns Van Zandt follower. But dude, come on, man, bro. I mean, not mega long hair, but I would say Towns Van Zandt.
Towns Van Zandt is one of my favorite writers of all time.
Man, that guy just
underrated.
Oh, dude, just criminally underrated. My God, so slept on,
Even like more specifically, not just the things that he wrote for other people, but his like own individual work.
Yeah. I mean, man,
crazy to hear his like life story. Like,
dude, just brutal with
bad
addiction, and it's really tragic, man. But I mean, this dude is just
if you go, I know we're kind of being almost niche in a way. Like, I feel like the guys we're talking about aren't super big.
That's fine. Maybe we'll put some on.
Yeah, I was like, if great. You guys are following some good people.
Hey, listening to some good music.
Check out Towns Van Zandt if you don't know who he is. He wrote Poncho and Lefty, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. He's also sorry, go ahead.
No.
He's also a huge inspiration for Colter Wall.
Yeah, exactly. For almost all these Americana, like he was Americana before Americana was Americana.
Yeah.
What's your favorite song by him?
I don't know. I can't pick. That's too much. I'm not going to commit to that one.
I'm on my way down to the local surf. Blacks is pumping like 7-8. I need to get my mind real smooth. I'll listen to Don't You Take It Too Bad like 10 times straight.
Okay.
I think that's.
I'm going to go. I lied. I'm going to pick a song. I'm going to go with Snake Mountain Blues.
Okay. That's great.
But I have to admit, I first heard Colter Wall sing it. I thought it was great. Amazing song. And then, of course, I learned like, oh, that's actually a Towns Van Zandt.
There's something to be said about the guy who originally wrote a song.
Yeah.
I don't know. We don't need to get into that right now, but they had to feel all the pain or heartbreak or love or whatever they're feeling in order to write it. And then the person covering it, in my opinion, can do it well, but it's not not going to be a shake.
Yep. Okay. We got time for one more quick one.
Real quick? Yeah.
Mr. Cody Jinks.
I love it. Yeah. We were talking about if we were going to leave it out or put him in. Guys damn near bald, but
used to have.
Yeah.
Oh, my sir. I'm going to let's do this. Cody Jinks, long hair. I can't believe you don't know this.
I know his beard.
Look at it.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
Come on,
dude.
man.
Yes, that was like OG. That was back when like Adobe Sessions was like
Yeah, man.
just coming out, I think.
So
Jinks, yes, of course. Jinks in the beard again.
yeah, if I'm not mistaken,
Best Texas rocker out, bro.
Mr. Cody Jinks was previously in the Marine Corps.
He was in the Corps. A lot of people don't know that.
As a former Marine myself, man, I got to throw love to a fellow Marine, just out there chasing his dream, dude, doing it big, making some really epic music. And he has a song called "Loud Thunder, Heavy Rain," and I swear, dude, that song like describes.
Why is
like
there no MLB player?
Fuck MLB. That song describes like I went on 2 combat deployments. That song is like literally the embodiment of like being in combat and just. I'm not sure exactly what his motivation was for that song.
Oh, I can tell you.
Okay, break it to me live.
His 4-year-old in the back seat when he was driving, I don't know, he was driving to like McDonald's or something. His 4-year-old in the back seat was like, well, that's some loud thunder and some heavy rain. And then he was like, oh shit, that'd be like a good song, I guess.
Right on. Well, there you have it, bro.
Yeah, his
live.
4-year-old in the back.
Educated El Sicario here on camera. But yeah, man, I have to say that song really resonated with me. And this is my dog right here, man. That is an awesome artist. That's all the time we have. Check out every single artist we put on here. If you got one, former or current long hair artist within this genre, go ahead and drop a comment. Let us know what you think. If you love this video, drop a like. If you hated this video, let us know. And all right, guys, we'll see you next one.
It'll be okay. Just move me off next time.
And we're out.
See you.